Today I'm going to show you how to make a bat farm. One of the easiest bat farms yeah. I looked all over YouTube and I couldn't find a single good bat farm that I could use for my server. And yeah, I just built one on my own. It uses portal alignment. They spawn, go through the portal, goes to the nether, we go through that portal and send them here where they're lazy loaded. So remember, build this in an ocean biome-ish. Um, Also build this like a bit far away from where people like travel. So if you travel like a lot, make sure you put it somewhere you don't travel a lot. So like a few thousand blocks away from your base would be ideal. Because when players travel through here, it despawns the bats, and you'll have to AFK here again. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, onto the materials. Now, first you need materials. Now, the materials pretty cheap. Packs of solid blocks that does not let any light through. Um, this could be regular solid blocks. This is just to see inside the farm, so you can actually see it working. You also need 2 stacks of obsidian, stone. Specifically, it could be stone, granite, diorite, those types of blocks. Whatever a block that bats specifically spawn on. You also need ladders, a few ladders, a dispenser, a couple minecart hoppers, dropper, boat, and these are junk items, so that will be good. Rails to place the minecart hoppers. You need something to mine with, obviously. You also need a hopper, comparator, redstone, sticky piston. These are to make the hopper clocks. This to get on top of the roof, obviously. This to light the portals and the temporary blocks, I guess. So now, preferably, this should be built in an ocean like this. So get a bit away from the mainland and build up until you reach the surface. Put on F3 and G to put on chunk borders. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to the middle of the chunk. So right around here is the middle of the chunk. So this cyan line right here. So you're going to build to that middle of the chunk right there. This doesn't really have to be directional, but if it is directional, if you want it to be specifically directional, north is going to be where this middle line is. So then we're going to take some stone and build a 4-block thing right in the center of that chunk right there, facing north right there. Now we're going to expand this all the way to the other side of the chunk, just like this, and just fill it in. This is where they're going to actually spawn at, where they're going to spawn. Now we're going to just fill in this area with the solid blocks, doesn't let light through. But remember, it has to be a little bit, it has to be 1 block. It has to be 1 block into the other chunk like this. Now after you're done with those, we're going to just start building the portals. So the portals are going to be right here on the edges of these solid blocks. And, averagely 3 high, obviously. And just repeat that on this side. Now once you're done with building portals, just build up the walls with more solid blocks. Also, you're going to build a wall of 1 outwards, like on the portals. Now for this top bit, you can either put solid blocks or tinted glass. I'm gonna put tinted glass so it's actually so we can see in the farm and see that the bats are going through the portals. So, but yeah, you can just make these solid blocks if you don't have the time to get amethyst. Now we're gonna find the middle of the chunk again, so it should be like right around here, and just mark that with 2 blocks. Center of the chunk. Now just pick any one of these, doesn't matter, and record the coordinates. I usually just use a calculator, so 55 divided by 8, so that's about 7 blocks. So -7 space, and then the third one, or the second one, yeah, 23. Divide that by 8. That would be -3, and that's where my bat farm is at. That's going to be in the nether, so just record that. Now, don't remember just to light these portals right here. Now, after you light the portals, now you're just going to go straight up. All the way to Y124. Now, once you're at Y124, place an obsidian block. And just build a portal right here. After you're done building the portal, you can either put glass or solid blocks right here. It doesn't really matter. This is what's going to hold the bats into the overworld. Go through. Now break the portal and start heading up. Now once you're at bedrock level, you're going to find the block that says Y123, 127. So here's Y127 right here. You can see it on the very thing right here, Y127. Take your ladders, blah blah blah, you know, get under pearl, boom. Then go to the chords that you set earlier, which is actually, yeah, right here. Now once you're at the chords, you're going to place some obsidian, and looking north, looking north, you're going to then place obsidian just like this. Yep, and you're just building a portal right here. This is going to hold the bats until they get released into the overworld. Now once the north facing of the portal, like this, it's going to have an actual dispenser right there. Yeah, I forgot to tell this, but you know, you need a button, so yeah. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go and light the portal again, and once you go through, you should spawn up at this top one. If you, yeah, it should honestly. Now press F3 and G, and you should see that the portal should be in the center of the chunk. Yeah. Just anywhere in this chunk is fine, but now you're going to build off to the north side, if you're building this directionally, but it should be good. When you build this the same direction that I'm doing it, it's less likely for you to make a mistake. So now you're going to build off into this direction, about like 48 blocks-ish, but what you're going to do is this chunk is going to be the lazy loaded, this is going to be the redstone lazy, and then this chunk is the entity processing chunks, and then this chunk is entity, which is where the portal is going to go. So you're going to build 2 ups, and you're just going to build the portal right here. This is where the chunk loader is going to be, and where you get in and out of this place. Now, once you're done with the portal, you can do many different types of portal designs, but I'm doing a portal design of my preference. But you can do almost any chunk loader if you want. My chunk loader, it's 3 droppers, just like this, with hoppers right underneath, just like that. And then take the place 2 rails, put the minecart in hopper, shove it in, you know what I'm saying. Then you're going to place a block, place like an L shape, kind of like this, kind of like that there. So it should look like that-ish, yeah. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go 1 block off of this, and you're just going to go off 4 blocks just like that. Then you're going to build an ethos hopper clock. Pretty simple. Something like this. Man, how good ethos hopper clocks are, dude. Okay, then you're going to place a block right here and place the redstone dust. Then you're going to go to this hopper, place 32 junk items right there. Then you're going to build the L shape again, somewhat like this. Then you're going to build the portal. And then mark down your coordinates right about here. And yeah, translate them, divide them by 8, something like that. Now I usually, once I get the number, I usually go up by 2 on the second number. You don't have to, but I feel like it's a little bit more accurate in things. So that's going to be the portal of this portal, and then just go through. You should mess up at this one, and you should already see bats here. This is kind of interesting, but let's just block that up real quick. Now go off into that direction until you get to the cords, so right around here. Build up a block, and then start building your portal. Then, once you're done building that portal, you're going to go off into the same direction. Now, if you build that thing correctly, the dispenser should technically be here on the overworld side, facing north, right? So, imagine the dispenser in the overworld side dropping to this side, this is where the hopper minecart is going to be. And then if this is where the hopper minecart is going to be, that means the droppers have to be on this side. So it's kind of like an alternating pattern like that. And since it's going to be like that, this is where the hopper minecart is going to go. So we're going to place hoppers. Then do the minecart with hopper. Plug it in there. Then build the L shape. L shape on both sides. Place a block. Redstone dust like that. Then you're going to build an ethos hopper clock just like this. Boom, boom, boom. Now light the portal and put the 32 junk items in there. Now double make sure that this is fully encased just like this. Then go to the chunk loader, and you actually do need a little bit more chunk items. Sorry about that. Put 32 in there as a chunk loading thing. Now go through the portal, go right here, put another 32 right there, and it should cycle in between on each side, just like that. Now to double check, this is the entity chunks, entity, redstone lazy, and this is the lazy. Now let's first plug up this, make sure it's fully encased, just like that. And then you're just going to go on top of the portal and just, AFK right here. Within 15 minutes, there should be, enough bats, for your needs if you're in a single-player world. But depending on the time, it really depends. So you can either spawn-proof that with torches, on top of it, not inside of the farm, obviously. But the bats should be spawning on that side, on the stone. I can't really see. Let's see. Yeah, let's bring my entity distance up, see if I can see the bats now. Oh, yep, we got a bat. And normally the bats like to move towards the east for some reason, so one of the portals is on the east. That makes it a little bit more efficient. But as you can see, the bat randomly goes from side to side until it gets to a portal. So after a bit, just AFK here for a little bit, and you should have enough bats. Now once you waited for 15 minutes or so, once you're done with that, make sure, the items are going through. There's so many bats. And then once you go through here, there should be a lot of bats right there. And make sure all the bats are hanging on top of the portal, because some of them are just, chilling. Then take your pick. Stay away so the bats can't see you necessarily. You're going to break the portal and then place it in obsidian right back there. And just wait here for 15 seconds, wait till the cooldown goes off, and then you're going to send them back into the overworld. We'll just, chilling, Okay, that should be enough time. Put your flint and steel in the dispenser, and then press the button. And they should all be sent to the, if they didn't go through, You have to break the portal again, and you have to wait longer. So don't be too impatient, okay? The bat farm should be working right now, but if you want to double check that their bats are there, you can go through. It is more likely for them to despawn, but as you can see, there's all the bats. So they'll be lazy loaded, so they'll still be technically loaded right here. And then you can go through the other portal, and remember, go through this portal and then go wherever your like main portal is or whatever. Do not so if you're in the overworld, don't just leave this area. Don't just go off into the direction, because then all the bats will just despawn. Go through this portal, and then you'll be able to go wherever you want to go, and no bats will spawn. Give a like. I don't really care if you subscribe, but yeah. No bats! Yay!